Recording in progress.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shobha from Gfgc Hoskote. I'm working as an assistant professor of commerce and management. Let us move on to the session number 11, topic material control and the objectives or the essentials. Now, what exactly the material control? Material is any substance that forms part of or composed of a finished product. Material refers to the commodities supplied to an undertaking for the purpose of consumption in the process of manufacturing or of rendering service or for transformation of the products. Material costing refers to ascertaining the total cost of all the commodities consumed in the process of manufacturing. This is what exactly the meaning of material costing. Material costing. Now, exactly what material control? Material Material, it refers to all commodities consumed in the process of manufacturing. What does material control mean? The main objective of material control are to maintain an uninterrupted supply of all elements required for the production process to run smoothly, to reduce steps and wastage through the proper storing procedures, and to manage efficient handling. This is how we need to have for the productive process. This is what we call it as a material control. And next, let us move on to the next slide. Material cost. What exactly the meaning of material cost? Material cost is the cost of materials used to manufacture a product or provide a service. Excluded from the material cost is all indirect materials such as cleaning, supply used in the production process. This is what we call it as a material cost. The cost of commodities supplied to all the to an undertaking. Now, let us move on to the classification of materials. See, the classification of materials were being classified into direct materials, indirect materials, supplies, finished or component parts, stores, or the inventory. Now, what exactly the direct materials? The direct material costs are the cost of raw materials or parts that go directly to the producing products, nothing but the production. For example, we can take it as a company is manufacturing a toy. Then the direct material cost would be the plastic, what they are going to make for the toys. And even I can tell the direct material cost is the cost which can be conveniently identified with the finished product and allocated to the cost unit. For example, you can consider as cotton used in textile industry or a factory, leather used in manufacturing of shoes, and bricks used in the buildings, clay used in the bricks. See, we can easily identify the direct materials. Now, let us move on to the indirect materials. Indirect materials are those materials that are used in the production process, but they are not directly traceable to the product. For example, we can consider as a glue, oil, tape, cleaning, supplies, etc. These all can be classified for the indirect materials. And in the sense here, which cannot be identified with any other particular cost or the cost center units. So for example, even we can consider it as a screws, nuts, bolts, pins, threads. These are all the materials will be used at the time of manufacturing, but all these materials cannot be identified. Now, let us move on to the furnished or and the stores. See what exactly the meaning of stores. The term stores and inventory is different from the materials. Stores include raw materials, component parts, tools, maintenance of materials, consumable stores. And here, work in progress, finished goods, and these are all we call it. These are all what we are going to have in the stores. And next, let us come to the inventory. Inventory is the term that covers the stock of raw materials, work in progress, semi-finished goods, and finished goods. This is what the classification of the materials. And next, let us move on to the next slide. What are the objectives of the material control? See, the function of ensuring that sufficient goods are retained in stock to meet all the requirements without carrying unnecessarily large stocks is called the material control. The objectives of this system, of this material control, are the following: no understocking, no overstocking. How much ever we want, we are going to purchase. We don't want to stock the goods here. And with the help of the material control, the minimum wastage what we are going to have. Economy in purchasing, how much ever we want, we are going to purchase those materials here. Proper quality of the materials will be purchased, and information about the materials. If at all you wanted to purchase the materials, we are going to inform in the beginning. And material reports to the management. Already in the next slides, we are going to study and how much the materials you need to be purchased. And here we are going to be studied under the level settings. Under that, LIFO method, FIFO method, average stock level, and simple average method, weighted average method, where there we are going to report to the management. And now let us move on to the essential requirements of the inventory control. What are the essential requirements? What we are going to have here? Proper coordination and the cooperation. Whenever you are going to purchase the materials, we need to have a proper coordination and cooperation if the essential requirements regarding the inventory control. And centralized purchasing department is going to be centralized. Proper classification and codification of the materials will be given. As I said, we are going to classify the materials regarding LIFO, FIFO, as they are going to be codes will be given here. Material requirements should be properly planned. Just like that, we cannot purchase the materials here. For each and every material, we need to be properly planned. Perpetual inventory system will be controlled. Adequate records are going to be maintained. Storage of all the materials will be given. And stock levels, purchase of material should be controlled through the budgets. An efficient system of interval audit and internal check will be done. Regular reporting to the management will be done here. And under this, what all we have been studied, let us have a revision. Meaning of material, classification of material, objectives of material control we have been studied, and essential or the principles of inventory control have been considered. Thank you.